I am lying in the dark, waiting for death.
Oh, nonsense.
Thor.
In this scene of The Heart of Darkness, we see Kurt struggling with the memories of all the atrocities he's committed as he's reflecting on all he's done. This climax brings us to an important question. What is Kurt's really experiencing? We can't really know if your life truly flashes before your eyes as you're dying, but in many cases, people who have had near-death experiences report rapidly remembering the totality of their life. Kurt, as we spell, experiences this in his final moments. This phenomenon is called life review, and when it happens in near-death experiences, people often say it is extremely unpleasant, because it exposes how unhappy they are in life. These experiences tend to bring to light what people wish they could change about themselves. They tend to make the person more compassionate and bring about sharp personality changes. Unfortunately, in Kurt's situation, he had no opportunity to change or do anything about what he'd done in his life. Life review is something that should be considered long before one's death. We hardly ever think to do it, but it is important to at least consider it. If you don't, you could spiral down a path you don't truly desire to take. Although it is not an objective way of defining how meaningful or happy one's life has been, life review is pretty telling of how one feels their life has been in their own eyes. If there's anything this moment in the Heart of Darkness should teach us, it's that you should try your hardest not to lose focus on what your life is all about. Keep track of what your goals are, and keep up with them. Make the moments count.
Alright, so for the past week leading up to filming me playing Kurtz, I've been really battling the idea of playing a man with such a physique as he has. Because he's such a powerful character, such a complex character that's so hard to play such a guy, you know? And so I really had to look at myself and really ponder on how I wanted to play this man, this horrible man, who is so fascinating, such a fascinating character, and I really, and this is such a, I mean, this chapter in his life is probably one of the most, where he's at his lowest, and it's so hard to get in that mindset of, you know, life review and imagining your life as it was like his, how he killed people and, you know, he did such horrible things. I literally had to lay there and imagine myself decapitating a man, and the thought of that goes into decapitating somebody, and just the feeling, the smell. I really had to put myself in his position of his experiences, things that nobody else would know but him, and it really took a lot out of me to get to that place and to imagine what it's like being a man who did such horrible things. And I feel like I did my best without actually living